You're talking about your team, and so it takes more than just one of you to make Connect Road. How did you get your team together? What was your screening process like for picking who's going to work with you?
For the most part, it was just talking to my friends who were willing to work on it and who I knew were talented in their own ways. So the team was early on. It was just myself and Laura gave advice throughout the entire thing, and just inspiration mostly. My friend Brad Lewis helped early on with the art. He's a very interesting guy. He's works for EA on Star Wars: The Old Republic, actually, and he did check his contract that he could do a little work on the side. He didn't end up having a ton of time for the project, but he was doing art for the project. Yeah, you should look up Brad. He had recently did a video that went viral of himself doing a lightsaber duel with his 1-year-old daughter.
I
It's
saw
very
that
cute.
actually. She had a tiny little blue one, and yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, she really got into it. He makes lightsabers at home like better than the replicants. Anyway, Brad's a cool guy. He helped out early on, but because he has those kind of side projects, he didn't have a ton of time to help us. We later on, the final art was done by Dale Austin, who is now a friend, but actually Brandon Boyer, who's the chairman of the IGF, put me in touch with him. Uh, so Dale did a great job and had a little more time to work on it. Robin Arnott is a friend who did the sound effects. He's designed some games of his own. And then a guy here in town named David Pinsel. It was an entirely Austin-based team, by the way. But David Pinsel did the music. David's known for Penny Arcade, the series. He did some music for season 2 of that, I think. Great chiptune music. Anyway, yeah, I wish I could make the game entirely on my own, but I'm terrible at art and music and sound effects and pretty much everything but programming, and I think I'm not terrible at game design, but some people would differ on that.
Ah. Um, when did you know that you needed to bring people onto the team? Was it from the beginning or as you progressed through the game?
Yeah, well, my process was to start with a very simple demo prototype. It's just colored blocks moving around the screen, which is pretty much all the final game is. But
But
literally
cuter.
just flat colors, solid colors. Until I was sure I had something fun, and then I started trying to put sound effects and music and good art on top of it. Once I was sure that the core gameplay was fun. Um, yeah, we worked on it about 6 months total in our spare time, which I'm kind of sad it took that long because it's a very simple game. But I didn't always have that much spare time. And as far as when we brought them on board, it was at various times. I kind of like to wait until the last minute a little bit to bring the art and music and sound on board, or at least I did with that game. And I think it worked out okay. Um, the music really came together in like one night. The sound effects did too. It was fun, but yeah, that's pretty much how it went.